So you guys had a focus puller and the ND puller, right?
So alongside the focus puller, who is receiving the feed, pulling the focus, we also had the second monitor, which was used by my loader. His name was Adam Farquharson, and he's an absolute gem. We made up the title, the variable ND puller. He had a little hand unit attached to his monitor, and that hand unit was connected to a Tilta Mirage matte box, which we stripped right back down to its clip-on form using a little motor, a little wireless motor, and it spins the variable ND. What was more important in that scenario, was retaining information that we could then use in the grade. He had his wide open and his sort of the top end of how closed up we would get on the variable ND. So every time we went through a doorway, he would be, if we went from inside to outside to a brighter environment, he would be stopping down on the variable ND. He had to time it effectively so that he would start stopping down before we get to the door, but not too fast, otherwise we'll lose information in the shadows inside. But he has to be fast enough that by the time we get outside, he's not lost the sky and all the information in the highlights. So it was finding that transitional period between each one, and then every doorway or window that was going from these big exposure changes. Each one was different. He learned them all off by heart and was doing them at like such an incredible standard. And he's not a focus puller, he's a loader, and he was he'd board it, and then that was his job. He'd be running around with Sean, and they would both be staying within range. It was just like the synergy and the teamwork throughout that made it happen. It was crazy.